Welcome to A Web of Stories. My name is Melinda and I am here to do a weekly update. I will tell you, I am wiped out right now. I spent all day dealing with Girl Scout cookies. I am my daughter's Girl Scout troop leader and cookie mom, and today was depot day, so I got all her cookies, and man, I am tired. I would actually have put this video off until tomorrow, except I think tomorrow is going to be even worse, so I thought, let's just get it done today. And so here we go. What I'm reading right now. So, I just started there we go. Oh, I guess I want to put it over here. The Mysterious Case of the Alperton Angels by Janice Hallett. So this is her third book. Her first two books were The Appeal and The Twyford Code. I'm not that far into this, so I can't really spoil it. Plus, with her books, I never know really what's happening until it's all over at the end. I know, it's strange. She's very much into like really serious puzzle mysteries, like really serious codes and things like that. This one is about, there's a true crime writer who is investigating a crime that happened about 18 years previous involving a cult. There was apparently a suicide pact with the cult, plus someone else was murdered, and the only survivors were two teenagers, a boy and a girl, and an infant. And presumably, I guess the infant is the teenager's child. But I'm not really that far into it to tell you if that's really what's going on. That's where I am with it. I do really enjoy her books. They go really quickly. They are not written in straight prose. They're usually like almost sort of epistolary. This one's a lot of emails and chats and things like that, which actually makes it go faster. So yeah, I was actually talking to a friend tonight about her books. The one thing about Janice Hallett is I would not recommend doing her books on audio just because of the nature of the books. I do know people who tried The Appeal on audio and they had a very, very, very hard time with it. So don't do that. I don't know, maybe this one and The Twyford Code would be better, but I would say with Janice Hallett to actually read the books. And then for my ebook, this morning at 12:30, I finished VenCo by Cherie Dimaline, which I really enjoyed. It's if you liked the Practical Magic books by Alice Hoffman, you would definitely like this book. It is very much in the vein of those books with witches and things like that. But there's like an added element of, I initially said anger, but I don't think that's correct. And then I said rage, but I'm not even sure that's correct. The scene that kind of comes into my mind, and there's not a scene in the book that echoes this, it's just sort of the feeling of the scene. But if you've ever seen the movie Captain Marvel, it's that scene where she realizes she has all the power. That's the kind of feeling you get from this book. I ended up giving it an A or 4 stars. The reason it's not an A+ are two very me things. The first one is that, as a history person, I have this really big pet peeve that you find in novels that deal with witches that perpetuate the historical inaccuracy that the Salem witch trials happened in what is currently Salem, Massachusetts. They did not. You can look it up. Long story short, the Salem witch trials happened in what is now Danvers, Massachusetts. The only modern book novel I've read that's gotten this right was We Ride Upon Sticks by Quanberry. But this book keeps up with the Salem witches. And so that, just my inner historian, that kind of made me cringe a bit. Also, this book does not end on a cliffhanger, but it ends on a precipice. And I feel that if I don't get a sequel, it's not going to feel finished to me. So I put out in the universe that I want there to be a sequel. And when I say put out in the universe, it's not quite as nebulous as that. And I'll tell you why. I have a friend who I see on a weekly basis. We have coffee most Saturday mornings. She lives with her nephew and his family. And his wife is Cherie Dimaline's literary agent. So this morning when I saw her, I said, oh, tell your nephew's wife that I really love this book and I really enjoyed it. And I said, and I just really want there to be a sequel. So I put that out there. It was sort of directed into a certain part of the universe. We'll see what happens. She did tell me that Cherie Dimaline has a lot of projects going right now, so I don't know, but this book needs a sequel. So anyway, that was VenCo. It's one word, but it's capital V-E-N, capital C-O, and it's like Coven, turn around. That's what that is. VenCo by Cherie Dimaline. So I finished that this morning. And then tonight I'm going to start The Golden Spoon by someone. I don't even remember who wrote this book. I'll put it up there. My friend who I talked to tonight really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. It looks like a fun novel. My choices for library books that I had out on my Kobo were that and Birnam Wood. And I kind of felt like I wasn't quite ready for Birnam Wood. So I went for The Golden Spoon. And then I am still working on Amari and the Great Game. And I am quite enjoying it. As I have said, these books are kind of like Black Girl Magic Harry Potter books. This one is like, if you liked Harry Potter and what's the
Goblet of Fire?
Goblet of Fire. That's the one with the competition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. You would like this one because this one has a competition element in it too. So it's a different kind of competition, but it has that element. So enjoying this. It actually goes really quickly. I am still listening to The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz. I'm enjoying it, but I haven't been to the gym very often, so I'm going quite slowly with that one. And I am, of course, still reading Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. And I'm at the point in the book now where Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell are actually in the same room. So, progress. But enjoying that. Again, I only read that when the kids are in school at lunchtime because it's quiet. But I'm way ahead of my schedule right now. So that's my week. I do have a tag post coming out on Tuesday. I have already filmed it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a Thursday post. We're in cookie season. Things are crazy. I can't guarantee anything right now. I will say, if you are in the United States, I would encourage you to buy some Girl Scout cookies this year. It's been a really hard Girl Scout cookie season for reasons that are not the Girl Scouts, the Girl Scouts' fault. And anything you can do to support them would be great. And if you don't eat cookies, you can always buy a box to donate. They give those cookies to like different organizations in our area. If you purchase them through the digital cookie website, they go to Meals on Wheels. If you purchase them sort of person to person, they go to our local food pantry. But if you want to support Girl Scouts, but you don't want to buy the cookies, that's always an option. But the girls in the Girl Scouts could really use your support right now. So I would encourage you to buy some Girl Scout cookies. And with that, I'm going to let you go because I have to go downstairs to do more Girl Scout cookie stuff. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.